All right. Give people an idea of things that you can't help. What would be something that you feel like, or some things that you couldn't really be that helpful for?
Sure. I mean, look, my dad had ALS. I wish we could fix that, but ALS, like Lou
Mhm.
Gehrig's, doesn't respond. Parkinson's, we've seen maybe some really minimal reduction in tremors, but it really doesn't help there. And then
Mhm.
for joints, it's usually things like if they've got a bunch of osteophytes, if they've got like a complete tear of a ligament or tendon, they're not magic. They can't reattach things. They can't get rid of new bone.
Right.
So those are obstacles.
Right. Okay. What about what about payment? I assume this is kind of a cash pay scenario. Is that kind of how it's set up? I would think there's people are
Yeah.
not bringing any kind of insurance along with them on this.
No, because like there's insurance usually is only going to cover things that are like at least there in the US like FDA approved, all of that. Because of the whole way the system's set up, I don't think this will ever get FDA approved. It's a very big barrier to entry there, and you can't patent it. So yeah, it's cash. Sometimes if people have like health savings accounts, they can pay
Mhm.
with those, but that's about it as far as insurance goes.
Got it. And then what about sources? What the sources for these mesenchymal stem cells you're talking about? What is the actual source? You getting it from placental or cord blood or?
Yeah, we take it from Wharton jelly and the placenta. So we work with a team of gynecologists that only work with first-time mothers. We're very careful with who we select from. The age of the donor is very important, their health. So they have to be between the ages of 18 and 25, first-time mothers. We need to
Mhm.
make sure they're married. We ask how many sexual partners. And an MSC isn't going to carry a virus, but if the donor has a retrovirus, there's a less than 5% chance of carryover. So we need to screen the women, then the tissue, then the isolated cells and the cultured cells. Then we send it off to a third party lab for further verification. And we provide all our patients with all the flow cytometry data, cell counter data, and that
Mhm.
blood analysis.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Are there other therapies that you're looking at adding to the process down there to the clinic, or are you pretty much settled into this, or what are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty set into this. There's been some talk about like Muse cells. I don't know if you've heard about those at all. So the lady, I forget her name, but she's working with a friend of mine in Guadalajara that she was funded by Mitsubishi. It was for Parkinson's research, and they're starting up a lab there and going to start